What is up, adventure fans? Sean here, G in the passenger seat, but she doesn't want to be in the camera today, and that's all right. What are we doing today? We are going to the grocery store because we want to show you guys what an American grocery store looks like in comparison to maybe the Philippines or other Asian countries or what have you. And today we have a few specific items that we want to pick up. So stick around, let's check it out. Thankfully, it's only like 5 minutes down the road. Let's go. Okay, so here in America, we have a ton of different grocery stores. And here in Texas, the #1 grocery store is HEB. It's not pronounced HEB or HEB, it's HEB. And they have like an amazing amount of different items. And right now we're in the produce section. I'll show you around. So $4 for a bag of vegetables. Yeah, all sorts of grapes for $2.98 a pound. G and I really like the red ones that are seedless. All sorts of different things, a whole wall of mushrooms. We got produce, on produce, apples. Alright, let's go look at the apples real quick. We got some pears here. $2.67 a pound. I think those are the same pears that we have at home. Gala apples, $1.37 a pound. They look really good. You got Granny Smith. Just a whole bunch of different varieties. It's almost Halloween, so we got a bunch of pumpkins. This place just seems to go on and on. Like, just a massive amount of everything that you could possibly want. Alright, so we got mangoes, $1.77 each. And then we've got these brown coconuts, which are very tiny, like the size of my hand. $2.45. We got medium, I can't say medium, probably small guavas. $2.28.
This is also in the Philippines, so you can kind of compare the price.
Oh, the yucca.
This one's
$1.88. About $1.24 a pound. Dragon fruit, $2.98 a pound.
We'll get papaya. It's been forever.
Papaya, 98 cents a pound. You got pineapples here, $3.96 each. So almost $4 for one pineapple in comparison. Now these aren't typical bananas, these are plantains. 58 cents each. We got prickly pears. I believe those come off of a cactus, but I'll have to look it up.
Alright, we gotta catch up with G. She's quick. Tomatoes and everything. We've got all sorts of baked goods in here. We got
I only have one, babe.
donuts. We're here for G's Pig Cookies.
And they only have one left.
Maranitos, large, 128 each. We got, I can't even pronounce that. Concha. These pig cookies are actually like a gingerbread cookie, and G really loves them. But it's funny when I mention pig cookies to people because they just don't understand. They're like, what? Okay, we got a ton of different like pre-made meals that are actually quite expensive, but you've got lemon garlic shrimp for $8.50. And G found some more donuts, I think. Which ones are you getting, honey?
The cinnamon sugar twist.
Cinnamon sugar twist. That's her second favorite go-to.
You want anything?
88 cents. No, not today. So all these pre-made meals are pretty delicious, and obviously makes it a lot easier so you don't have to cook or anything like that. But just be aware, like, the price is going to be exponentially more than if you were to make it yourself.
Well, that's good to know.
How many are in there?
4.
4 cookies for $5.
The same
So
price, I think.
that's comparable to getting them single. That's awesome. We just found the holy grail of HEB, and that is just a stack of pig cookies. All right, we have sushi as well. You're looking at $8.99 to $13.99. I don't like sushi, but G likes it a lot. She says it's really good stuff. They have all sorts of deli meat, honey smoked turkey breast for $6.20. All sorts of different meats that you can ask them to cut up for you. They'll slice it for you right up in here. See the slicer in the back. All sorts of different kinds, just never ending, it seems. Ham, turkey, cheese, all sorts of different things. Like, it's amazing just how much stuff that we actually have. And this is pretty much every HEB that we have in Texas. Some of them will look a little bit different, but you know, they have a lot of the same products.
Seafood and filth is definitely better and fresh.
Yeah, so you're looking at Alaska cod fillets, 2 for $9. And then you got a whole bunch of shrimp here. $16 for jumbo white shrimp with the shell on. Some crab. Some other shrimp. We got Gulf shrimp for $9 and I guess a little bit different for $1 less. We got bacon wrapped jalapenos with crawfish inside, $13. We got turkey wings, $8.43.
Of course, over here we got pork feet. Famous pork feet.
Got pork feet,
Because we have a lot of them.
$7.48. We got beef tongue, cow tongue, cheek meats, masa, pork shoulder, pork butt, for $29. $15 or some change up to $20. Pork items in America are pretty cheap in comparison to like beef. chicken is probably about in between the two of them. So not terrible, but still, you know, the price keeps rising every year. All right. Some crackers over there. We got a whole mound of cheese. Just a whole mountain.
Not the police, the HEB does. It's on the door.
Okay.
Just so you know.
My bad. I didn't see it.
You're okay. You're good though. Sorry,
right.
guys. I just wanted to know.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you. I would love. I am able.
All right, guys, we're back home right now. We got the groceries all unloaded and put in the fridge and the pantry and everything. But I'm sure you noticed that we got talked to by somebody who worked there. Super nice guy, very friendly. I mean, they had a whole crew there, about 4 or 5 people working on something. And he stopped us and he said, hey, you know, I'm really sorry, guys, but you're not allowed to record in the store, which I kind of was expecting, but I didn't know for sure, so we were just kind of winging it and like going with the flow. But I mean, it's kind of funny because it's the same thing in the Philippines where they don't like you to record in their stores either. But you know, it is what it is. I tried to get you guys as much footage as we could get, and then towards the end, we kind of snuck some more of the medical aisle where you can get medicines and bandages and all sorts of stuff. Right next to it was another aisle with 2 different sides of like vitamins and all sorts of stuff. Maybe we'll be able to get in there and sneak some more video. I don't know. Have to do it at like a time of the night where there's practically nobody around. But either way, you guys have a good kind of idea of what's in there and you know what things cost. But let me go over our receipt with you, and then you guys can see what this kind of stuff costs, and I'll put the comparison in pesos up on the screen there. So one of the main reasons that we went to HEB to begin with, over to the grocery store, is that I feel like I'm dealing with a stomach ulcer, which is not very fun, and so I wanted to get a few things, and then G wanted some more pig cookies, as you saw. All right, we got a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to show you the receipt, and then I'll put the prices on the screen for you. That way you guys can have an idea of like what everything costs. I think a big thing to note here again is that the grocery stores here in America, they will sell medical supplies, they will sell things to help you out. The pharmacy, as you can see in the video, is where you're going to get the medications that the doctor has to prescribe to you. Most of the time, you're not going to get the over-the-counter medicine, or OTC as we call it here. Tylenol, Advil, you know, things for an upset stomach, that kind of stuff. We don't have to go to the pharmacy for all the medical supplies like you guys do in the Philippines, and I just wanted to show, you know, kind of the difference between it. As you can see, you know, going to the grocery store like we did, it's very convenient to go through the aisle and pick out all the medical supplies that you need. Bandages, things for your stomach, whatever you end up needing for whatever situation you come across. So really hope you guys liked the video. We'll try and do more around here in Texas and kind of give you a comparison to what it's like compared to the Philippines. And hopefully we can get you guys some good content. But other than that, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy.